Hello and welcome everyone to AARP Wyoming's 2026 Video Voter Guide Series. I'm Tom Laycock with AARP, and today we're joined by Matt Legler, who's running for the Wyoming Legislature in House District 25, located in Park County. AARP has a proud 40-year history of nonpartisan voter engagement and does not endorse or oppose candidates, nor does AARP make contributions to political campaigns or candidates at any level. Instead, we ask questions so our members understand where the candidates sit on important issues and can make their own decisions on Election Day. Today, I'll ask Mr. Legler 3 questions, allowing for a 1-minute and 30-second response to each. Then we'll give him 2 minutes to deliver his pitch to the voters of House District 25. So let's get into our questions. Our first question is this. Recent AARP survey data suggests 80% of older adults wish to age in their homes and communities as they get older. If elected, what would you do to ensure older Wyoming residents can stay in their homes and communities as long as they can?
Yeah, so this is a question that I'm very passionate about. My mother started Valley Home Care back in the 90s because she was also passionate about keeping people in their homes. I think the best care always happens at home because that's where people are happiest. And so there's a lot of challenges within the state budget, but I absolutely want to see what can be done to maximize people staying in their homes. There's not a lot of services that are necessarily required. I think the data shows that the cost is always best also when people are at home, and whatever we can do to keep people at home, we should do. Now I've heard that with the waivers that Wyoming has, and my understanding is that the state funds about 50% of it and the federal government funds about it, but that there is a way what the challenges are with that. And what can be done to make it so there isn't a waiting list. Now, I'm also super excited about the Powell Senior Center and everything that it's doing for our community, and that's another one where I want to really see that take off. So that's pretty much it.
Well, thank you. Our second question for today: AARP Wyoming's 2023 Vital Voices Survey and our 2025 member survey show that our members are seeking candidates who will help protect them from fraud and scams. In recent years, we've seen scammers evolve to using crypto ATMs and deed fraud to separate Wyomingites from their cash. How would you work to protect older adults from fraud and scam?
Yeah, so this is another issue that I'm really passionate about. I work in the tech field, have a long history in the Navy. I was an engineering duty officer, so helped design ships, submarines. I've been working cybersecurity in particular for probably the last 15 years, and there's an interesting intersection here in the the government is not allowed to collect data on people because it's viewed as a violation of constitutional rights. Unfortunately, companies are allowed to at will. And I think we've kind of lost track of what's really going on in these arenas. And in particular, the amount and volume of data that's being collected on citizens is disturbing, to say the least. And unfortunately, that information is then sold to whoever wants it. So companies are making lots of money on people's personal data. And just simply by using cell phones, by using cars even nowadays, all of that data is being collected at will. I would like in Wyoming for us to actually recognize that data as what it is, which is a person's property, and to pass legislation that makes it harder, if not impossible, for companies to continue pilfering that data to make profits on it. I know that's a really big issue. I know none of the legislatures have actually tackled that. But I think Wyoming is actually in a perfect position to start tackling some of these challenges. Like anything, technology's gotten ahead of legislation. And I think I would really like to drive legislation to keep people's information more secure so that people can't just do whatever they want to with it and try and make money off of it.
Here's our third question of the day. We know Wyoming residents are concerned about rising property taxes. While property taxes can be burdensome for some, they also fund critical state and local services. These services include local transportation, home-delivered meals, and home health services that keep older adults in place. If elected, how would you balance the need for relief with ensuring critical services are in place?
Yeah, so this is another one that I'm really passionate about. Aside from property taxes, I also learned that our irrigation district is levying water fees as taxes against people's homes as well. And so I am greatly concerned whenever we talk about people in hard economic situations. And let's be real, I mean, our seniors have already paid their dues. So society really needs to come together to support our seniors and take care of them. I mean, my parents live on my property. I'm super excited. I was able to buy the property when I moved back and allow them to live here so that they can be close to us and so that we can take care of them. And the thought of, elderly or even widows being pushed out of homes because of property taxes that they simply just can't afford is atrocious to me. And so I absolutely think we should do everything we can. I do understand you got to balance the budget. I think part of it is we need to start diversifying income sources for the state. And actually, Wyoming's done a pretty good job of that. But I do think, especially for seniors, to me, I don't know why we don't just cut the property tax in half, period, without having to renew every year, without having to jump through hoops. I mean, it's a big burden on everyone. But seniors in particular have been hit really hard by the inflation of home prices in the state with everyone moving in. And so, whatever we can do, I will do. So again, something I'm very passionate about.
Well, thank you. And thank you for taking the time to answer our questions. Now let's give you 2 minutes to explain to the voters why you believe you're the best person to represent House District 25.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, I'm kind of a core principles driven individual. The principles that are enshrined in our Constitution. I am a veteran. I took an oath to our Constitution. I take that oath very seriously. But between our Declaration of Independence and our Constitution, life, liberty, property, and the pursuit of happiness are ultimately rights that people have. They were given to us by our Creator. They weren't things that the state gave us, but they're absolutely things that the state needs to protect. When we talk about seniors staying in their homes, that is 100% the right answer for society. And so, for me, with my Northern Star, if you will, being those principles, I absolutely believe that the state should keep out of people's fundamental rights. And whatever the state can do to preserve those rights, it should do. And so that's really where I believe I'm the best candidate for the job, because I'm going to protect people's rights. I am a fiscal conservative, but I also believe that, like I said, seniors have already paid their dues. It's time for society to step up and take care of them. And so that's one of those things I'm very passionate about. Again, I love our senior center. I absolutely believe that while I'm a fiscal conservative, that we should find a way to fund it. It's doing so much good for our seniors and for our community. It's just a critical service in my mind. So that's why I believe I'm the best candidate, and that's all.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Legler, for your time. And thank you to our viewers for joining us for this video voter guide. We encourage you to keep checking Cowboy State Daily and AARP Wyoming's Facebook page for more voter guides in the days to come.